our idea of cutback was to gather all our guys to go and collect the leftovers and put it in our fridge, and that will last us 2 days of food. The scariest time in my journey, I would have to say, was definitely when we were running out of money. This was in the first startup, 10Cube. We were literally 7 days away from missing our payroll, and we thought we were not going to be able to pay our guys and they're not going to be able to pay their rent. The reason we got there was because essentially we were just way too optimistic, I think, as all first-time entrepreneurs typically are. Things that would take much longer to complete, deals that's going to take much longer to close. That really was what got us into trouble, running out of money. How was I feeling? Definitely scared. Back then, we had 12 people, and I think even for 12 people being responsible for their payroll, these are not guys who have extra cash lying around. They would not be able to send money to their parents. Many of them are from overseas, and their parents actually count on them for some sort of stipends. The way we got out of it, the first time we actually went to borrow money from our investor, it was amazing how simple it was. If I remember correctly, all he asked was that you got to try your best to make sure this succeeds, right? His question was not product works or not, client real or not. His question was, are you going to try? And that was all it took. And I said, yes. And he looked me in the eye and said, okay, we'll do it. And he wrote a check right there, right then. The second time was we really just asked all of our employees to see if they were willing to take unpaid leave for 3 months. It turns out not only that they were willing to take unpaid leave, they were willing to continue working, not being paid. And literally some of them actually just asked their housemates to help them pay for their rent, their share of the rent for a while. I was incredibly grateful. I think that was something that really stood out as one of the peak experiences of my journey. One of the things I learned from it was definitely to look for partners, people in your journey who are not just there to make a buck. And I think that was really important, to have people around you who are not just there for fair weather investors, fair weather friends, but really people who wanted to see the company succeed beyond reasonable doubt. I think those two experiences definitely changed me a lot. I'm sure many entrepreneurs who have gone through the journey for quite a few years would identify with this, which is that once you've gone through this kind of really tough, no light at the end of tunnel kind of situation, whether it turns out well or didn't turn out well, you come out stronger, because it's almost putting on a coat of armor after being tested by fire. And whenever my team has a crisis, there's some issue, there's a client that's unhappy, there's a product that failed, all of it become very manageable, because how bad can it get? And I think that kind of strength is what I developed through the journey, and I think it's something that changes you forever.